Getting knocked in Apex Legends is devastating, and besides the fact that you could have done better, the fight is not over yet. Your knockdown shield is going to be you and your team's best friend and your enemy's worst nightmare when used correctly, and like I said, when it's used correctly. If you're new around here and find this video in the slightest bit helpful, please consider subscribing. It's free, it helps grow my channel, and you get a notification every time an awesome video comes out. Thank you. The purpose of a knockdown shield in Apex Legends is to provide a form of defense while downed in order to prevent enemies from instantly thirsting you. There's a time and place for thirsting in this game, and if you find yourself killing knocked opponents during the wrong time, I highly recommend you check out my video on how to control your thirst. Regardless, most players only use the knockdown shield to protect themselves rather than what might be behind them. And what might be behind them, you may ask? Well, let me tell you, your teammates, of course. The knockdown shield is so good surrounding your knocked body that is all sprawled out against the floor. It is tall and wide enough for every legend to crouch behind. This even includes Gibby and Caustic. Also, when crouched, your head is even completely hidden behind a knockdown shield along with your entire body. This makes a knockdown shield one of the best see-through forms of cover out there. I have plenty of clips of me using this tactic myself with teammates, and even more of when teammates don't open their knockdown shield when I'm fighting two people at once and I start dying and crying a little on the inside as I face my inevitable death due to the poor performance and actions of a random teammate. But these things happen and it's okay. We all have to learn it from somewhere, so hopefully I've spread this knowledge to you and you can help spread it to others by sharing this video with them. So please, if you go down, crawl towards your teammates and pull out your shield to cover them from incoming bullets, because you are the best form of cover they could ever ask for. When you are using a teammate's or enemy's knockdown shield, you are what refers to playing the knockdown shield. It's a common term used by many other players in the game from basic to pro level, and my personal call out for this is use me, use me. I say it all the time on stream. Take with that what you want, but playing the knockdown shield is most effective with weapons that are semi-automatic, which allow for jiggle peeking. This is where you pop up from the side or above the knockdown shield and fire a quick shot on your enemy, then crouching back down behind your teammate's shield. Doing this successfully will result in insane amounts of damage dealt without receiving much yourself. This takes a lot of practice to be good at and is not something that you can master in just a week's time unless you are already experienced in doing it beforehand. The Wingman, Peacekeeper, Mastiff, EVA 8, 30-30 repeater, and other semi-auto close range weapons are very effective with this tactic, but even full auto weapons prove to be just as viable. Just make sure to expect to take a bit more damage when using them, because you will be more exposed to output more damage with a full auto weapon versus a semi-auto weapon. A few important notes I want to mention here is that if you are downed with your knockdown shield out and your teammate is behind you, keep your knockdown shield out and keep it oriented in the direction the enemy is to provide maximum protection for your teammate. What I mean by this is to actually physically track the enemy with your knockdown shield. Also, if you are knocked and not near your teammate, but you are near the doorway into the building you are holding, you can block the doorway pretty effectively with your body. It may frustrate and distract an enemy as he tries to thirst you, allowing your teammate to mag dump and possibly even knock him to help level the playing field. I would also like to mention that communication is extremely important. If your teammate is using you as a shield, listen to him. If he says to put it up, put it up. If he says to put it down, put it down. The same goes for you. If you want to tell your teammate to put his knockdown shield down, he's not going to be able to read your mind. You need to tell him to. Now, everything just about seems fine and dandy playing the knockdown shield. It's amazing for cover, it can be mobile, and it's transparent-ish or somewhat see-through. However, with all great things are weaknesses, and the knockdown shield has a few. First and foremost, if you are on controller or have really weird keybinds playing mouse and keyboard, you cannot reload while around a knocked teammate. The same button to reload is used to revive your teammate. Even if you tap to reload, it will not work. Holding it only revives your teammate, making you a clear target and destroying your only form of cover. And this personally has been a day one issue in the game, and I've always been hoping that they would add a feature to fix this just by simply toggling an option that allows you to tap to reload and hold to revive. If you agree with me with this idea that I have to change this option, this feature, regardless of what input device you use, help me get the idea out there by liking my tweet to the Respawn devs. I'll have that link down below. Alright, so you can't reload. How do you get around it? Just empty out your mag or switch weapons. It's really that simple. Those 3 bullets that you're saving just so quick reload, Otherwise, you're going to have to change your binds on mouse and keyboard. Except for controller users, you're kind of shit out of luck because, as I said beforehand, we can't change our binds regardless of the platform that we play. So just empty it out completely, or if you can get away for a minute, hit reload, then slide back into your teammate. That's another workaround for you. Sometimes if you look away from your knock teammate as well, you can get the reload button to pop up, but this isn't always effective, especially in the heat of the situation. The second biggest fault to the knockdown shield is that if you are not aware of what is going on around you, you may be shielding the enemy from your teammate, giving the enemy every advantage over your teammate. Whoever is closer to you depends on if you should have your shield out or not. If your teammate is playing on top of you while you're knocked, then the shield goes out and stays out. But the second he breaks off from you and the enemy is on top of you, the shield goes away. Your life in this situation does not matter. It mattered when your teammate plays your knockdown shield, but once they stop, you are but a mere morsel for your team. If you get thirsted, that's fine. You dying may be that extra 3 seconds your teammate needs to heal or get away. Just be conscious of what is going on around you and do your due diligence in not giving the enemy team an upper hand. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, comment down below whether you knew to use your knockdown shield to protect teammates or not, and if you did know about this, did you actually do it? Let's just be honest here, okay? If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this, because I've been Gamer. I'll see you all next time. Peace!